All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about a simple but honestly game-changing truth for anyone who's ever tried to build a new habit or, break an old one. If you feel like you're constantly in a fight with yourself just to make progress, then this one is definitely for you.
This quote right here, this is the entire ballgame. We've all been taught that when we fail, it's a personal flaw, right? A lack of discipline. But what if that's just not the real story? What if the secret isn't about gritting your teeth and trying harder, but about setting up your world in a completely different way?
Think about how ridiculously simple this is. Just picture your kitchen counter. If there's a plate of fresh, warm cookies sitting right there, odds are you're going to grab a cookie. But if that exact same spot has a bowl of crisp apples or sweet grapes, you'll probably grab the fruit. See? Your choice was practically made for you before you even felt hungry. It was decided by whatever was easiest.
So here's the crucial point. We pour so much energy into trying to pump ourselves up, to find motivation, which, let's be honest, comes and goes like the tide. But we completely ignore the most powerful force that's with us 24/7, our actual physical surroundings.
And that brings us to the solution. It's this awesome concept called environment design. I want you to think of it like learning to control an invisible hand that guides your daily actions. The goal is to make sure that hand is pushing you towards your goals, not pulling you away from them.
Let's break that down because that's a mouthful. The key phrase here is path of least resistance. Our brains are fundamentally lazy. They're wired to save energy. So we will always gravitate towards whatever is easiest. Environment design is just about making your good habits the easiest possible things for you to do. It's that simple.
This is the mantra. If you take one thing away, let it be this. Stop trying to outmuscle your bad habits with sheer willpower. It's exhausting. It's an uphill battle you'll probably lose. Instead, become an architect. Become a designer of your own life.
And this just lays it out so perfectly. The old way, the discipline approach, is a constant struggle. You're white-knuckling it, trying so hard to resist the cookie on the counter. But the design-first approach? It doesn't waste energy resisting temptation. It just removes it. The cookie isn't even there to argue with. One feels like a fight, and the other just flows.
All right, so theory is great, but how do we actually put this into practice? Let's get into the weeds with 3 incredibly simple redesigns you can literally use today.
Honestly, it all boils down to these 3 things. You're either removing friction from the things you want to do, or you're adding friction to the things you want to avoid. Let's look at a concrete example for each one.
First up, make good habits easy. So, you want to read more. If your book is tucked away on a shelf, that adds a little bit of friction, right? You have to find it, pick one, pull it out. But what if you place it right on your pillow? Now you literally have to pick up the book just to get into bed. The path of least resistance becomes opening it for a few minutes.
Number 2, prepare for your future self. Look, we all know that the you who wakes up at 6 a.m. is not the most motivated person on earth. So don't rely on them. The night before, when you're feeling ambitious, do that future you a favor and lay out your workout clothes. That simple act removes one more excuse, one more decision you have to make when you're groggy.
And finally, make bad habits hard. This is just the flip side. That pull to scroll on your phone in bed, it's powerful, isn't it? But if your phone is charging in the kitchen, you would have to physically get out of your warm, comfy bed, walk into another room, and get it. Suddenly, that little bit of friction makes the bad habit way less appealing.
Okay, so let's bring this all home. What's the final takeaway from all of this?
Some days you wake up feeling like you can run through a brick wall, and other days you just want to stay in bed. Motivation is fickle. You just can't count on it.
And this is where your real power is. You are the curator of your home, your office, your digital life. You have total authority over what's easy and what's hard in your world. And that is something you can rely on day in and day out.
So we're back to this big idea. That invisible hand is always there, always guiding you. The only question really is this: are you going to let it guide you by accident, or are you going to be the one who intentionally points it in the direction you actually want to go?
So I'll leave you with this question. Don't think about some massive life overhaul. Just think about one tiny thing. 1. Will you put a water bottle on your desk? Hide the TV remote. Put your running shoes right by the front door. Start small, start now, and you'll be well on your way to becoming the architect of your own success.